The third one where I tore my ACL, my left one, was just, I'd say my easiest one, because I've already been through it the first time. And when it initially happened, I knew what happened because the same situation happened. We were competing. I was on my third team. The ball went off the block, different position on the court. And I was going forward. The ball went off the block and went to the right. And I just tried to push off, and I heard and I knew it was my ACL. But the journey in that itself, it healed very quickly. It only was swollen for a couple of days. Did the MRI, confirmed. And from there, it was just, okay, what's the game plan? What are we going to do? And I knew exactly what I need to do to get better. Mm-hmm. And so I was already mentally strong because I've already been through it. And I knew the probability of it happening again. And so I just didn't realize it's going to happen so soon. But, I was like, okay, let's do this. We got the game plan. I already know what I'm going to do. Let's get back on the court.
Yes. So that was your other knee though, right? The second time. And that was when you were playing overseas in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's where you came back home. You got the surgery again. And yes, you knew what the process was. Of course, there's slight differences, but you overall know the big picture of what needs to happen and how to recover and everything. And I like what you shared. I mean, thanks for sharing all of that to the listeners, because that's really the reality of the situation. Everyone deals and copes with the situation a little differently, but there are no athletes that are completely enthusiastic the whole time, motivated to keep going through the recovery process. Like, that's not realistic, even at the professional level. So for you to share some of the obstacles, and I always say this to my clients, and especially on all of the podcasts and content, is that injuries are way more than just physical. Like, the physical part, that is going to get better. And as long as you're doing the right things, you're going to get better and get back to your performance level. But it's all of the other things, the mental, emotional, social component, just having to overcome all of that with the injury process. I think that's where all of the growth happens. So I like your story and how you were able to come back, play your senior year. And although, it happened again to your other knee when you were playing professionally, you used a lot of your experiences and growth through that first time to really help to propel you forward with the second process. And I will honestly say you were always ahead of schedule during the second process. I had to more pull the reins back and tell you, like, okay, we got to slow down a little bit. But it's very good that you use these experiences to make you stronger. Overall, is there anything else that sticks out to you, or some main lessons from going through these 3 injuries that have really helped to shape how you approach volleyball, but also how you approach coaching today?
I think the biggest thing that I took away from it is being able to know what your body is capable of and knowing the importance of rest. Because, like I said, up until my first injury, I competed. I played every single point in every single game. Anytime I was invited to go play, volleyball, whether it be beach or indoor, I was like, yeah, let's do it. Like, okay, like no rest whatsoever. And mind you, I wasn't the best person to stretch after practice or, ice or, taking care of your body and just being able to know and understand the importance of rehab and prehab and stretching and icing, I think is the biggest thing that I now as a coach and try to instill in my players, how important it is to do bands and stretch and warm up your knees and warm up your hips before playing, because that really helps elevate your game once you're warmed up. And that's something that I didn't really start doing until I played professionally. And that's what really helped me compete at that level after playing how many years, I was competing since I was the age of 10, really. And to be able to understand that there is a time, even though that you're young, that you need to rest and just enjoy yourself and take care of your body, not just physically, but also what you eat, what you're putting to your body and what kind of fuel you're doing. And I wasn't the best as in high school. You know, I was eating fruit snacks and, you know, a lot of Gatorade and not a lot of water. But now all I drink is water because I understand the importance of it. I think that learning that at a young age is really going to help you, or at least I hope, help your body last you if you do end up competing at the next level, whether it be in college or professionally overseas. Because I feel like if I did that at a young age and I started doing that, I probably would still be competing to this day. But unfortunately, I'm not. But, you know, with that, I take with a lot of pride because I can now share my story with, you know, people like you or my players that I coach, because now that I'm helping other people, I think that's much more rewarding and gratifying, if you will, to be able to do that instead of play.